Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Hi y'all. What's up, y'all? How everybody doing? Shout out to the Payal gang. Shout out to the new subscriber too. Man, y'all holding it down for Trey Gang and Kenneka Jenkins. Hey, check this out, y'all. We got Bree Bree. We got Bree Bree. Cause we finna get an understanding how she got Miss Teresa car keys. Cause remind y'all, Miss Teresa be like, well, I don't like nobody driving my car. And I know why she said that. Cause she knew who was driving that car, Bree Bree, cause that's who left that car. That's who left the house with the car. Bree Bree. Disclaimer. Fair use act, education purpose use only. All rights, image, and music clips and other material belong to their respective owner, and we do not claim ownership. All right, y'all. Boom. We're going to hit it on the live screen, right? We're going to hit this up on the live screen, right? Check this out, right? Everything what Trey Gang was telling y'all about when he came to Kenneka phone, we know what the text message was read in Kenneka phone, right? We already know, put it like this here, when it comes to Kenneka phone, we know Miss Teresa fabricated all the text messages and videos on that job. Then y'all already know they want us to believe the text message style like you want to go to the show and all of this old stuff and then how she end up at the hotel. But this the truth. Hi y'all, this the true gang. Man, y'all like, share, and subscribe right now. For the new people, sure, hit that button. Come to the Payal gang unit. Cause this what they didn't want us to know. Alright, we're gonna read Bree Bree's statement right here, right? Check this out. This how we finna catch Bree Bree up with the key. I'm gonna hit this one, go to YouTube, and read it out loud.
Detective Rishamfka number 1445 and I, Detective Diakova number 1444, conducted an interview with on September 12th, 2017 at approximately 1,220 hours. The interview was conducted at S residence, listed above. The follow is a summary of the interview. Stated she has been friends with Kenneka Jenkins for approximately 6 years. On September 8th, 2017, and had plans to attend a hotel party for and Killis' birthday at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Rosemont.
Notice that she already knew they was going to a Crown Plaza hotel party for Killer birthday party, right? So that means Bree Bree knew where she was going. Right? If you thinking, if I'm thinking like, okay, that means she gonna leave. If Kenneka already deceased, right? That means that's why Bree Bree already know where to go to. And guess what car she gonna be in, Miss Teresa? Hi y'all! Big facts. Big facts. Look, listen to this.
Rosemont. Stated they arrived at the hotel at approximately 0100 HRS on September 9th, 2017. Prior to getting to the hotel, they picked up a Bluetooth speaker for the party, alcohol, large bottle of Hennessy cognac, unknown exact size, from a
Stop it again. Remind y'all in the original report, 1 o'clock. So why they say she arrived at 1 o'clock and we know what's in Kenneka phone at 1:20, I'm ready to go. Keep that in mind. Look how strong this connection is. Y'all see this? Look how strong this connection is right here. Keep it playing.
from a liquor store near the intersection of Kedzie/Franklin, later determined to be Franklin Food and Liquor, and Cannabis. After picking up the aforementioned items, the group headed towards the Crown Plaza Hotel. Once they arrived at the hotel, they called Irene to ask about parking. Told them to charge parking to room number 9.
So in Bree's statement, don't this sound like, check this out. Do it sound like Bree know where she was going and possibly be the driver? Cause this one finna get it. Cause this one finna get exposed at. Check this out. Kenneka deceased. This the game. Think about it. Kenneka deceased. And Miss Teresa and them need to look, 11:30, y'all need to be on y'all way to the hotel. I'm Bree, here go my key. Do that sound about accurate? Thumb me up, do that sound about accurate, gang. Check this out. Watch this.
Number 926. Kenneka was nervous about doing this because a sign for the hotel stated a lost parking ticket is a $200 fee. After contacting, Kenneka parked in the rear of the hotel, and the group entered through a rear entrance. The group went upstairs to room 926 and remembers the following people who were in the room at this time: S sister, S friend.
Check this out. In the original report, this supposed to be Leonora when it come to the sister. So think about this. Kenneka deceased. Bree will leave with the car on their way. Guess who they had to stop up and pick up a Bluetooth speaker? Ooh, think about Miss Teresa's story. Said, yeah, the one that left my house with me. So guess who they had to pick up? Shamaya. Bree was a driver. Why you think Bree? They were like, yeah, Bree, did you want to go get you a pill? Let's go get you a pill in the car. Bree went and go, no, no. See the driver, Jack. Check this out. Keep this in mind. No Kenneka. Think about when it comes to Kenneka phone, when it comes to the text messages. Watch this.
Friend, later identified as, legal name believed to be, later identified as, aka Neff, short for nephew, later identified as, Mike, later identified as, Killa, later identified as, and possibly one other guy, unknown name. Shortly after getting to the room, began posting a Facebook Live video on S phone. I informed the live video has gone viral on the internet, and some people are speculating it sounds like someone is saying help me in the background.
Keep this in mind. If you got Bree saying she arrived at the hotel at what time? Where I'm at? At what time? 1 o'clock. Right here, 1 o'clock. Remind y'all, 20 minutes later, text message on Kenneka phone. I'm ready to go. Then you got Irene video going live. That's the same video living on Miss Teresa want us to believe. Pie y'all. Check this out. I'm finna bust Bree so bad with this one. And Miss Teresa. Cause Miss Teresa, check this out. Shamaya can't drive. Monifa can't drive. The only person that could drive is Bree. It would make sense that Bree would be leaving Miss Teresa's house at 11:30, not Kenneka. Booyah! Hold up. Let's listen to this whole narrative.
Background.
Stated she does not hear anyone say help me in the video, and the sound people are referring to came from the song that was playing on the Bluetooth speaker, Chief Keef. Check it out, prod by Zaytoven. Played the song for me off her phone, and it sounded consistent with the sound from the live video. A copy of the live video has been sent to a private lab to enhance video/audio, results still pending. I informed some people are also speculating that audio from the live video suggests Kenneka was sold for $200. Stated Kenneka was talking about how she didn't want to pay $200 for parking at the hotel if it didn't work out charging parking to the room. Stated no sexual activity was occurring inside the hotel room during the party. Note: photographs of the parking sign were taken and attached to this report. The sign states, "Lost ticket pays $200." Also stated Kenneka was sad because her boyfriend recently went to jail. At one point during the live video, told Kenneka to relax and have fun. Kenneka responded by saying that she was having fun. Stated the live video was taken at the beginning of the hotel party before most of the people showed up. Stated Kenneka was not in any harm or danger during the live video. Stated the people who were in the room during the live video were friends of Kenneka. After the live video, stated the following people showed up at the hotel party. Peasy, first name unknown, last name, Facebook name John Doe, later identified as, and 4 or 5 females who showed up with, later identified as.
Now watch this. Ooh wee. We finna have a field day with this one. So when they come to around 1 o'clock, you see what they got the narrative going. Then we finna go to 2 o'clock. Cause ain't that's what time Mitch Reese will be calling the hotel? Round about this time. Check those cameras. Check those cameras. My daughter missing, right? Keep that in mind. They showing the video. Irene going live to throw us out around about 1 something. Cause Mitch Reese and them got something to hide around 1 something. But round 2 something, this gonna be on the staff members this time. Cause at 2 something. That's why she wanna check those cameras. Ooh wee. Now look. Look. Then the court paper said Miss Teresa was in contact with security and staff, and they said, "All right, Miss Teresa, we finna check those cameras right now. Right now, we finna check those cameras right now." You know what I'm saying? Watch this. Keep in mind, this is where Bree finna come in at.
As and. Stated she left the party at approximately 0215 or 0230 HRS with. Stated needed a GPS to go pick up her friends, and she did not have a GPS on her phone. Left with so could use SGPS.
Ooh. So she had to go pick up somebody that was at another location to go pick up who at this certain amount of time. Check this out. Watch this. 2:30. Watch this.
GPS. Picked up her friends with and brought back to the hotel, and her friends did not stay at the hotel. Stated she sent 2 text messages to
So when y'all think about that, then Miss Teresa made that statement. I told them to bring me my car. Who will be driving? Who will be driving? Bree Bree. Payao. Man, let's get the lights up. Cause look, Bree Bree Ben had the keys. So when the news came out and was showing Kenneka arriving with Bree Bree Nim, exit Kenneka out that video. It's just gonna be Bree Bree, Monifa, and Shemaya. Payao. Bree Bree was, that's why Bree Bree was in and out that hotel with Miss Teresa Key. And the car. Yeah. That's why the police slick put that in the reports. Cause Miss Teresa gonna be wanna know what about those cameras at Tucson. Won't they sound about accurate when you go back to Miss Teresa interview? When that lady asked her, when your daughter broke up from the group, it was around Tucson. When did you get the news? It was 2 hours before 4 o'clock before they called me. Oh, you gotta bust Bree up. Cause check this is what will be going on in Tucson. Going on 3. Check this out. Tucson. 30 minutes later, damn near. Check this out. Tucson going on 30 minutes later, gang. Look how quick this finna go down. From 2:30, she gonna pick up something by the GPS, come back to the hotel. On her way back, boo y'all, in 30 minutes. And this what happened.
Kenneka on her way back to the hotel at approximately 0303 HRS. One message stated, "I'm 10 minutes away," and one message stated, "And is Smacks there?" Kenneka did not respond to the text messages. Stated she returned to the hotel at approximately 0310 HRS.
So that means Bree had to be gunning it in Miss Teresa car. Ooh. Cause I don't think you can make it that fast over to the west side, go get her up and bring her back. Unless that really happens, some shit like that. At another hotel right down the street, Bree arrived and you know what I'm talking about. Hi y'all. Look, 310. 310. Keep this in mind. What Kilo Brown said, what time the police showed up, 3-some. In the interview, Miss Teresa said, when the police showed up, they were kicking them out the hotel. But like when this was around like 2-some, you know, said 2 hours before they were kicking them out the hotel because they said they trying to find Kenneka. So look what will be going on from 2:30 to 3. Once you go back to the surveillance footage, then French K going on break at that time. I told everybody he was going on break. That means he was never going on break. That's when he would be meeting up with Miss Teresa now. That's why he would be on the footage with Man and Bree all coming in together. Oh, and I got the video. The video show Bree, Man, Fresh K. I done went live on this stuff. I'm like, y'all look, Fresh K finna be gone for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. This for the new people that don't know, gang, right now. This is what they need to know right now. This is where the surveillance footage finna come in at. Check this out. Once you go back to the surveillance footage, if you knock an hour off the surveillance footage, right? Damn, I don't wanna log it off this junk just to show y'all, you know what I'm talking about. Hold up. Ooh wee. Cause check this out. So Bree Lee, let's say go get Miss Teresa, cause Miss Teresa called in the hotel, then they'll come back up there in exactly 30 minutes. That's why you will have Wayne, Smacks, Cocky, cause that's all the people that Miss Teresa related to, cause Smacks gonna have a parking ticket too. You see what I'm saying? Look, a pocket ticket too. So in 30 minutes, they showed up, right? Bam, bam, bam. Then look, 3:30, Y'all know it's supposed to be a fight breakout. Because if you go back to the police report, then a fight break out round about 2 some and somebody need to be transported. Boom! In the door. You feel me? And then look. Boom, you got smacked them. Look, boom, boom, boom. So look. Then when it come to 3:30, I'ma just let this shit read out for itself.
HRS, upon returning to the room, stated there were about 20 more people who showed up to the party, including Kenneka's cousin Winky, later identified as Wayne, Smacks, legal name believed to be Cocky, legal name believed, and S. Uncle, legal name believed to be. Stated she noticed Kenneka was gone when she got back to the room. Saw, and in the room, and asked them about Kenneka at this time, and informed that Kenneka was missing, and stated they walked out of the hotel room with Kenneka and realized they did not have Kenneka's cell phone or keys.
Now check this out. This the cold part about this guy. Y'all wanna let me retransform y'all mind on this. What if something happened to Kenneka in that room? And this a narrative when Miss Teresa and them showed back up, they got Kenneka out that room. Oh! That's why they were like, give me the phone and give me the key. Oh! Did y'all hear what I just said? Think about this. This just a theory. This just a theory. This just a theory. Right? Bree dip off. Go pick Miss Teresa up at 2 something. Made it back at 3. And this thing you know, they in the room getting Kenneka out of it. Boom, give me the phone, give me the key, boom, boom, boom. And then, oh. I don't know, this is just a theory, you know. I'm just having fun with this shit right now because Miss Teresa finna feel this pressure. Because she finna feel this pressure because I'm finna stop it from this video and go to this video. Shout out to this person, Jackie the Dragon. I don't know who this person is, but guess what? This person been making videos and it's only 1 or 2 things about this YouTuber right here. This YouTuber stick strictly with the paperworks, the surveillance cameras and everything. It just basically ain't no narrative that this person came up with. Now, when I play this video, watch how it finna expose Bree and Miss Teresa with the car keys. Cause once you go back to Kenneka phone, you wanna go to the show and go to the movies, watch how it finna link back to Bree.
Arrived at the hotel around 9:30. Hello everyone. This video is part 2 of Kenneka arrived at the hotel around 9:30 p.m. If you have not seen the video, there is a link in the description. Today we are going to try to fit the information we have from the files regarding Kenneka's timeline with what the witness says. Kenneka's last text to Manifa before picking her up was at 6:57 p.m. Chicago time. Kenneka's next text is to a friend at 8:39 p.m. Kenneka does not text again until 1:20 a.m.
Oh, y'all heard the timestamp? Check this out. Oh, y'all, shout out to Uncle Fed, gang. There you go, Uncle Fed. And she in TY live video asking for the phone and the keys. She really in Irene live video asking for the phone because she was like, let me see one of y'all phones. You know what I'm talking about? Boom. So now look. When Trey Gang told y'all to knock the hours off when it comes to university time, look, 8:39. Where they supposed to be at the movies? 8:39.
No information is given to us as to what Kenneka's movements are between 8:39 p.m. and 11:38 p.m.
Ooh. So look, when you go back to Kenneka phone and the car keys, look what the timestamp we got, man. Bree. It's over with. Man, it is over with. Cause this whole video, if you look at this video, it's 7 minutes long. Put it like this here. Bree got the keys. When Mitch and them were texting on Kenneka phone, Kenneka had to be already deceased at this time because Kenneka ain't gonna be texting on the phone. They is. So they gonna keep up with Bree. And this who gonna leave the house at 11:30, like what Mitch Teresa said. Booyah! You see where I'm going with this now? Thinking about Mitch Teresa. When the last time you saw Kenneka? I saw her last leave out the house at 11:30. She should have never said that. She should have never said that, bruh. And I'm finna show you why she should have never said Kenneka left the house at 11:30. Never said, yeah, I gave her the keys to go enjoy herself. She was enjoying it. She just got a job. I just want to see my daughter. None of that. I just know she just left the house at 11:30. Right? So, all of this finna expose Bree. Because when they went back to this, that's why she got the keys. And guess who already knew that? Kilo Brown. Kilo Brown was the first person said Bree had the keys and said, yeah, put the keys in your purse, Bree, because I don't want to lose my mommy keys. Remember that? Remember that, gang? Watch this. Boom! There you go. That's why Kenneka watch said round about 9 something. Oh, y'all paying attention. Oh, look. Should I pull it up, gang? I got to. Cause this, man, y'all finna bring tears into my eyes that I never thought, bro, we'll actually be on the same page with this. Cause look, I got to show you the pictures of it. Now y'all thinking like a detective, like, oh yeah, it's hitting real different now. Trey Gang, pull that John up. Yeah, I'm finna pull it up. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Right here. Boom, right here. Hi y'all. Hi y'all. Hi y'all. It's finna fit perfectly with Bree and Miss Reese. Here you go, right here. Booyah. And think about this. Trey Gang was going live with like, well, look, if we know they got Kenneka body out there hotel round about 5 something in the morning on September the 9th. Ooh. Boy, watch how the time finna be in our favor now. Cause look, this how Bree finna get the keys round about this time with Kenneka. Remember this watch here. Remember the watch and all this what I just showed y'all.
Hello everyone. This video is part 2 of Kenneka arrived at the hotel around 9:30 p.m. If you have not seen the video, there is a link in the description. Today we are going to try to fit the information we have from the files regarding Kenneka's timeline with what the witness says. Kenneka's last text to Manifa before picking her up was at 6:57 p.m. Chicago time. Kenneka's next text is to a friend at 8:39 p.m. Kenneka does not text again until 1:20 a.m. No information is given to us as to what Kenneka's movements are between 8:39 p.m. and 11:38 p.m. It is not until Bree texts to a friend that the text reveals more information. Bree.
Ooh, and guess what time this for? Check this out. Not everybody typing in my chat. Knock 5 hours off the timestamp in my chat right now. What time this would be? Check this out. What time this would be when you knock 5 hours off this timestamp? And now wait, cause I know y'all finna get it right. Boy, look at her, look at her. Boo, y'all. Receipts that she finna be leaving in Miss Teresa's car. And talking about she driving that junk. Got her. Got her. Ooh, Miss Teresa. I told y'all it's finna get serious with Bree. It's finna get so serious with Bree and Miss Teresa with those keys. Cause check this out. The keys is evidence. And the keys come with suspects. Oh, look. If you knock 5 out, this go back to 11:30. What happened when you went? Check this out. Look who they'll be texting. Flavor. A family member. A family member. Right? Check this out. 11:35. Not yet. I'm finna get in the car with Kenneka and go park by her house. She didn't even know. She's still in the area at 11:30 by Miss Teresa's house. Pie, y'all. Then look, 11:35. Now she in her own car. Who would Bree would be texting about if she said, oh, she in her own car. She knew she had a donut on it. So that must have to be talking about Miss Teresa. Cause Miss Teresa claimed that's her car. That ain't Kenneka's car. Pie, y'all. Got him again. That's showing you Miss Teresa and Bree linking up and whipping in different cars. Because keep this in mind, Miss Teresa drive the SUV at that time. Not a white car. Because that little white car she had, that's an old car she had. You know what I'm talking about? So, boom. Her and Miss Teresa finna, look, boom. Yeah, look, she didn't even tell me. I just noticed it on myself. You know, it's at the Rosemont. And boom. And I don't want to be boom. Bree done dipped out with the car. Picked up. Look, Monifa gonna leave the house with Bree. And they're gonna pick up Shamaya. Shamaya gonna be the Bluetooth. Put it like that. Go get Shamaya. Know what I'm talking about? So look, boom. Once they pick him up at 11:30, right? Check this out.
Bree's friend, Favor, is asking if Bree left, but Bree responds by saying Not yet. She said she was getting in the car with Kenneka to go park Kenneka's car at her house because she noticed at the hotel in Rosemont that Kenneka's car had a donut. Bribri's text tells us that at some point in the night, between 8:39 p.m. and 11:38 p.m., Kenneka, Bribri and Manifa were at a Rosemont hotel. We do not.
So between 8 some on Kenneka phone and her watch, guess who fingerprints all over? Bree and Miss Teresa. Bree and Miss Teresa from 8 to 11:30, Jack. And watch this, what they finna do now.
No, if Shamaya is with Kenneka, Manifa, and Bribri during this time. If the witness's account of that night is true, there is a window of opportunity in that time frame for Kenneka, Bribri, and Manifa to have arrived at the Crown Plaza between 9 and 9:30 p.m.
So, check this out. Look what would happen. Bro! Do this criminating payao in the dough. So now you can see, oh, that's why Bree, had to dip out and go back to Miss Teresa, I'm talking about at 11:30. So now you got to know, now you got to look like, oh, okay. It's looking like it's finna go back to the 6th. To the parking ticket on the 6th. Hold on, watch this, check this out.
We have no way of knowing if there were more in the group other than the 3 girls. A police report made by Petrucci might add credence to what the eyewitness claimed. In his report, he says that Lenore was advised that Kenneka entered the hotel through the main lobby. When the police checked.
Oh, did y'all call that? Lenore, check this out. When they was at the hotel at 1:30, she was advised. Bro, hold up.
Surveillance, Kenneka was not found entering through the lobby. One of the girls must have told Lenore that they entered through the lobby. But Lenore, not knowing about the earlier visit, assumed it was around 1:30 a.m. that they entered. Now, do we really need to ask why the eyewitness never saw herself on surveillance? As you can see, by her response she started to second-guess her recall of that night when she never saw herself on surveillance. We don't get to see Kenneka or anyone enter through the hotel lobby until Irene arrives. Yet, Lil Tai told police that he and his cousin arrived at the hotel at 9 p.m. He is not on surveillance either. So, who is lying? The eyewitness.
Look, even they had this in the original report. Look what the original report said. Man, the man arrived at what time? This gonna be at what time? 8 o'clock. This at 8 o'clock. This at 8 o'clock. He arrived. TY.
So, who is lying? The eyewitness, Lenore, and Lil Tai? Or surveillance that has been proven to be edited?
9 o'clock, my bad. 9 o'clock, my bad. 9 o'clock.
What does not fit with the eyewitness account is the statements made to the police by both Manifa and Bribri. Manifa said they left Kenneka's house at around 11:30 p.m. Going by Bribri's text, they were not at Kenneka's house at 11:38 p.m. and had not left wherever they were when Bribri texted her friend.
No So Bree will be texting the family members. That's the setup. That's how everything finna begin. Bree, look, make sure you look, go up there. Y'all gonna go on up to the hotel. We finna meet up with y'all. So they finna meet up at the hotel at 11. Boom.
Bree said they arrived at the hotel around 1 a.m. Manifa and Bree never mentioned to the police that they were at the hotel early on in the night. Did Manifa and Bree believe that being at the hotel earlier was not important enough to mention? Or did the police decide it was not important and opted to start the narratives from the second visit to the hotel? Let's get back to what the eyewitness said. Kenneka was with a group of girls. They looked and sounded intoxicated and were loud while they were checking in. Later, when I asked if she went to the reception counter, she replies no, but said she was in front for a bit. Since she never went to the counter, this would indicate that she assumed they were checking in. It is possible she assumed also that they were intoxicated simply because they were loud and rowdy. We also do not know if there were only the 3 girls in the group or if there were more. Lil Ty's statement might reveal how many girls there were in the group, although the approximate time he gives is not in alignment with the 9 to 9:30 p.m. arrival of the girls. He says that Kenneka arrived around 11 p.m. with 2 female friends. Kenneka did not appear as if she already had been consuming alcohol or anything for that matter. What Lil Ty's statement does confirm is that there were only 3 in the group of girls and that Kenneka was not intoxicated. If the girls arrived at the hotel between 9 and 9:30 p.m., where did they go? There are 503 rooms in the hotel, so it's anyone's guess which room the girls went to first. We know they did not go to room 926 when they arrived because the keylock report shows no one entered the room until 10:44 p.m. that night. Neither could Lil Ty have gone to room 926 at 9 p.m., the time he said he arrived with his cousin. So there had to be another room somewhere in the hotel? Possibly 2 other rooms, if Lil Ty's recall about the time Kenneka and the 2 girls arrived is correct. If Kenneka and the girls arrived between 9 and 9:30 p.m. but did not arrive in the room Lil Ty was in until 11 p.m., they had to be somewhere in the hotel for an hour and a half. Let's do a final recap. The eyewitness.
See, they are at another hotel. But keep in mind, they're going to be at the movie theater. That's why they're going to explain why T.Y. was at the movie theaters round about this time. That's why T.Y. going to be at the movie theaters round about this time showing up. And that's where Bree going to be coming from. Remember T.Y. at the movie theater, and then you got Bree talking about, you got other family members talking about, did you go to the movies yet? Not yet. You see what I'm saying? So Bree was linking up with T.Y. and them at the movie theater. At the same time, because at the same time they talking about the movie theaters around about 8 something. Around 9:30. That's when T.Y. and them at the movie theater going live. You see what I'm saying? So that's why in the beginning, that's why the YouTube were making it like T.Y. was stalking her. He was showing up at the movie because they were finna do her in the movie because he the gang, the op. Y'all remember that narrative? Straight Drop put that narrative out. So if you look at T.Y. video, match it up with Bree, you got your connect. That's why Bree was linking up. That's why you never saw Bree walking close, you know what I'm saying, to the people that was at the. She was dodging basically everybody that was in the room. They showed up. Hold up. Let me play this video.
Bree and Lil Ty placed the girls in the hotel earlier than surveillance shows. Someone told Lenore that they entered through the hotel's main lobby. Lil Ty was in another room after arriving at the hotel. There is an hour and a half gap before Kenneka and the girls enter the room Lil Ty was in. Manifa and Bree say nothing about the first visit to the police in their statements. In summary, we can safely conclude that the information in the files support the eyewitness account. The information also negates the authenticity of what hotel surveillance shows. Now, the questions must be asked. With the exception of Lil Tai, why did none of the kids talk about being at the hotel prior to the Room 926 party? If they did talk about it, did the police deem being at the hotel earlier was not important? Or did the police deliberately leave out facts that might have changed the direction of the investigation into Kenneka's death? These questions are worth pondering over. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for watching.
Now look, we gotta go back to Bree Bree. Check this out. We finna get right back to Bree Bree. Where that video at? Hold on. Should I play this? Nah, I need to go to Bree Bree. Hold up. Let's play this again.
They went back inside the room to retrieve Kenneka's belongings and realized Kenneka did not follow them back inside the room as they were searching for her phone and keys. Stated they began searching for Kenneka at approximately 0330 HRS on September 9th, 2017. Stated she was walking around with, and as they were searching for Kenneka, stated PZ and the females who showed up with also helped look for Kenneka. Stated they walked up and down stairwells, bathrooms, and throughout the hotel for Kenneka. Called Kenneka's mother at approximately 0400 HRS on September 9th, 2017, and asked if Kenneka was at home. Said no and told her Kenneka was not missing. Stated.
So y'all see that? Look.
Stated they continued searching until approximately 0500 or 0600 HRS. They called back and informed her Kenneka was missing and they could not find her. Then drove S vehicle back to S residence, the same vehicle Kenneka drove to the hotel. Stated she was unsure how much Kenneka drank because she left the party with, and Kenneka was gone when she returned. Stated people were drinking and smoking weed at the party. I asked if any other drugs were present. Stated there was probably people with ecstasy pills at the party because it is common in their circle of friends that people take ecstasy. Stated she has known Kenneka to take ecstasy pills in the past, but did not see her take any pills on the night of the incident. Stated she was close friends with Kenneka and is very upset about her death. Stated she is afraid to attend any of the funeral services for Kenneka because she has received several death threats.
Now, here go Marco. Guess what? He already knew Bree Bree roll. This finna hit different. Bree Bree, why did you lie? Y'all wanna know why he named this title? Uh-oh. Cause everything what he finna say finna go right back to this. Right back to this. To this.
Bree got the keys.
Bree is gone. Bree got the keys. Throughout the whole entire ordeal, we've been hearing Bree gone. Bree just been gone and gone with the car keys. But how can they want us to believe that Bree was gone most of the night when they let us hear this?
You funny as fuck, Bree.
Bro, let me do it like this.
Wow. They wanted us to believe. Let's take this from the top again, because this is Outrageous, the best way I can put it. Let's take it from the top. Here's Irene on Bree Bree, pertaining to that night.
It was like Monique for Maya came to me. It was like, it was Maya. Give me Kenneka phone because we finna go. Mind you, Bree is not there. Who is gonna be the driver?
Bree Bree had the keys. Can't leave without the keys. See what I'm saying? Can't leave without the keys. And he knew Bree Bree had the keys. He knew Bree Bree is the connection back to Miss Teresa Martin, bro. Watch this.
Bree Bree's gone.
Shit, I'm too drunk. I ain't gonna be able to drive. Man, y'all, Bree gone. Bree got the keys.
Bree gone. She got the keys. But
That's why Bree Bree would have the keys at 11 song. Booyah! Leaving Miss Teresa's house at 11 song. Got him! Got him! Got him! In the door with it. Look.
You funny as fuck, Bree.
Bree gone. She got the keys. So if Bree was gone, then that means Bree was gone. How? In the car that Kenneka drove them in. If that's the case. If that's the case, then that's how it went down. Bree was gone in the car. But we always wondered, how can a ticket get in the car dated from the 6th? I mean, if anybody would have had access to the car, which from what
Now watch this. Exposing Bree Bree. Look, y'all remember when Trey Gang got the letter? Keep this in mind. I ain't know how powerful the letter was exposing Bree Bree too. But now it's finna hit different when I show y'all this. Check this out, right? Let's go to the live video. Damn. Now let's go to the videos right here. Let's go. Uh-oh. Hold up. Y'all can see it right here. Y'all remember when I got... Look at this like this shit. When Trey Gang got the letter, look how the videos stop. The videos stop. When Trey Gang got that letter, you see how the videos stop? That's another receipt for you. Because that's finna go back to what? Bree Bree. Watch this. And he even made a video about Bree Bree. Hold up. Hold up. What Bree Bree John at? Who told them to go there? That's when I got the letter. Hold on. What that video when you talking about Bree Bree? Where that John at? Cause it ain't gonna be out. It ain't gonna be out to this. Keep this in mind. Why now you finna understand why he got Kenny Martin face in the cause they already knew what was going on. So let me go to Bree Bree. This when I got the letter. Here we go. And I hate to do this shit. Cause I fuck with Revel TV, but I peep game. Here we go right here.
But the times are in sync. I can guarantee you that. And every household should have a magnifying glass anyway. It's just needed. It's necessary. Look at this. Let's continue. No doubt about it. Let's get this caught up to 4. Dude, I mean, damn, y'all don't know where the girl at. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all, they could be asking them that. They be like, damn, my nigga, y'all was sitting in the hallway with her, my nigga. Man, y'all crazy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they probably not saying this the whole time, but this might.
Once it go back to 320, go back to Bree statements round about that time. Right? What time? What she said she came back at 3:10. Boom. If you knock an hour off this, don't it fit? Don't it fit? Don't it fit, gang? Look, I'm trying to find that video when he was on Bree ass. It's in one of these videos, and I just don't want to just sit down to the whole video. Matter of fact, I probably need to do that. Probably what I need to do. Cause I got to. Cause they just showed me that Revel TV knew something, bro. Revel TV knew something. He knew something. Now we've been talking Bree.
Might be at that point where a motherfucker just decided to say something like, damn, man, y'all tripping. Y'all had the girl in the hallway and don't know what the hell happened to her. It could be anything, but I'm guessing that might be what it is that ticked the motherfucker off, because it's only Shamaya and Bree who's kind of upset with him. Check it out again.
Then you got to show this at 3:10 when it look boom. You got to show this shit. At 3:10, look what be going on at 3:10, gang. Think about this. How this, check this out. If Bree picked up Mitch Teresa at 2:30 and they arrive at 3 and they talking about give me Kenneka phone and give me my keys. Oh, is that about accurate? Is that accurate? Then look on the footage. Knock an hour off the footage, right? And look what's going on.
He didn't go into the food court hall. He went straight across to go to the elevator session. In fact, from this point on, he's not going to go into the food court hall.
So that means he was meeting up with Miss Teresa the whole time. That's why we couldn't find him on the footage, because that's where he was meeting up at, and that's what the hotel staff testified to. Got Miss Teresa too. So that means Miss Teresa is her. And his friends is meeting up with them in the pool area. In the pool area, Jack. In the pool area. Now y'all see how those time skips don't mean nothing no more once you find out the truth. But it still means something. It just exposed it like boom. Look, you can't stop time in real life. You can stop it on the footage and have it skipping on the footage, but the time's still rolling. The time's still rolling, Jack. Look, out of all those time skips you got, right? Look what time this skip. Look, it skipped at this time. But look, it's still rolling.
All until...
Still rolling.
Basically until after they leave. I'm going to tell you that now.
Boom. Hold up. This gonna be at 3:19. Let's go to 3:10. On returning to the room, there were 20 people in the room, include Kenneka cousins. What? Cocky smacks them. Look, the same person that got a pocket ticket on the 6th, the same one Mr. Reason got, the cousin got one. So this means, boom, they knew where Kenneka was. Just look at it. Just say, man, look, whatever happened in their room, Just say they escorted that lady out their room, got her out the fucking room, drugged up. She passed out. Look at it like this on September 6th. This how she would come out the room. Boom. They drugged that girl up. And boom, took her. And next thing you know, the staff got her to a whole level. And 36 hours later, you get this shit. Boom. Look. Do this matchup game. Do this narrative will fit this narrative.
Look at Shamaya. She in P's face pointing, you know what I'm saying? I guess Bree trying to warm up the situation, whatever.
That's why Bree playing it cool.
Ty, he kind of.
That's why Bree playing it cool. And that's what Monifa gonna be at this time. Hi, y'all.
Cock him a little feel.
Round the corner. There go the white girl.
So it's evidently a song P said to piss him off or whatever. Just a slight little. Alright, so let's get back to this. 4:20:21, let's sink this back in. In fact, let's do it right. Let's do it right. Let's do it right.
Now y'all see how they tried to hide it, but they end up still got to show the truth. Look what will be going on actually at 3:20 in the lobby. 3:20 in the lobby. And that's when Andrew Holmes said, yeah, this supposed to be the narrative. Do this sound familiar? What Mitch recently? Do this sound familiar at 3:20? She supposed to been left in the lobby and they supposed to go and get her phone. And she walked off and they came back in the lobby, she was gone. Won't that fit the narrative at 3:20? Got him. Look, they will fit the narrative at 3:20. Look what this say at 3:20. Look what they was saying at 3:10. Boom, boom, boom. She gonna be with family. Bam, bam, bam. They need the phone and the key. So look, if you really understand what they really want is the keys and the phone at that time. Mitch Reese gonna want the keys and the phone. That's all they concerned about in 30 minutes. Between 2:30 and 3, give me Kenneka phone and the key. That's just like give me the drug, give me all the drug cause the feds finna bust in so I can get rid of it. So now look, boom, 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 3:30. Check this out. She was walking around. Check this out. Who she would be walking around with at this time and who on the footage? And who on the footage, gang? Look. Boom. Now you see why Mr. Rich would be mad at Monifa. Cause Monifa the one that's acting all shaky on the footage. You see what I'm saying? Boom, everybody else playing that role. Monifa shook up. This her first hit or something. Then you got the white girl. Payao. Look. Here go the driver. 3:20.
This person in this white t-shirt, this motherfucker is following them. I mean, there's no doubt. They're always in the area of interest and they're always almost seconds behind them. That motherfucker's following them. Keep it on the watch out for them. They working with the front desk. I mean, it's just too evident. Security coming
Oh,
back
security on the
elevator
move.
section.
Oh, y'all see why he kept pointing to the back? Cause keep this in mind. Trey ain't already showed y'all the police in the kitchen, right? So guess what he would be
Security
pointing them to?
Comes back from the elevator section.
To the kitchen. Where the police at? So look, do I need to show y'all what's going on in the kitchen at 3 something in the morning on September the 10th? I already showed it to you. If you know what was going on in the footage on September the 10th, now you'll know, oh, that's why they in the lobby. Oh, that's when look.
Section. Peas are sitting over there in the cut. Y'all see him? Again, if you can't see the time at the top, look down to the bottom. All right. So my point of this video is not to watch them in the lobby, right? So let's and there's nobody here talking to the manager at the desk. So let's pause this and let's move this along. We'll to the right.
You know what I'm getting out of this now? Cause look, where do you think they finna go? If Bree already brought Miss Teresa back up there, make it so bad. Ain't this the time that when Miss Teresa, when it come to the timestamp, Miss Teresa went on a 911 call. She said, I got to call at 3 something in the morning. Not 4:34. Hold up. If Bree left at 2 something, right? Pick Miss Teresa up and arrive back at the hotel at 3:10. So that means Bree them gonna be on the floors and Miss Teresa somewhere in that hotel around by this time. So that means where you think they going? Where Miss Teresa going? Where the police at? Where the staff members at? With Miss Teresa, bro. Look.
All right. Matter of fact, let's slow it down. Let's pause that. And let's get the food court hall back in.
Going right there. That's why, look, that's why Bree, Shamaya, Monifa, T.Y., and P was the only one that go down there.
See what I mean?
She just dipped out. They said 3:19. Add this timestamp up with this. Read this and look what's on the footage. You got Miss Teresa all day long. Cause you know what? Check this out. Then Miss Teresa made a post and said, yeah, they were cleaning the pool out around about 3, 4 in the morning. So that means Miss Teresa know about the video that the news reporter asked her sister. Hey, you know about the girl with the white t-shirt with the black pants on with a knife in her hand? That video, we need to ask police about that video. You see what I'm saying? So that just exposed Lyra Nora, everybody at 3-something. That's why Miss Teresa gonna see the body at 5-something in the morning. On September night, that's why she gonna see the body at 5-something in the morning. That's why you gonna have a 911 call 7 in the morning. Yeah. One cup is just too much for her. Like we ain't finna see that on the footage. So you already know the reenactment. So that means the person that reenactment on the footage is your family members, and you knew that what they were gonna show. Look. Ain't no, that's why they waited to tell Miss Teresa nothing. Miss Teresa, look, ain't no, that's why they told Miss Teresa later on, no. That's what Miss Teresa wants you to believe. Miss Teresa wants you to believe, man, the reason why I'm at that hotel, because they said my daughter was she wasn't on the camera and she never arrived. That's the lie that she told everybody. But guess what the paperwork gonna show? The bitch at the hotel. So shit. Everything on the footage is just proved to you on the 911 call. Check this out. Once you go back to the 911 call, this how I take the 911 call. Watch this. Check this out. Watch this. I'm finna break this shit all the way down, bro. Cause the 911 call, it ain't no mystery no more. Check this out. I'm finna break it down.
911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport.
She at the airport, right? Let's tell the truth. She at the airport.
And I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends.
Friends and family. A gathering. Keep this in mind, not a party, a gathering. Ain't this what you call a family gathering? All right, let's tell the truth.
And now her friends, they said that they left her on the front of the hotel and she's not able to be found now. She's 19 years old.
And you said that and you said the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport?
Yes.
Hold up, let's tell the truth. Then the lawyer said that family and friends reported her missing. Right? Why Miss Teresa ain't mention this shit? When you think about the lawyer, then the lawyer said, yeah, look, the family and friends were there moments when Kenneka came up missing. So think about the family gathering, all that shit, right? Let's tell the truth.
And they said that when her friends was asking earlier today, like about 4 o'clock in the morning, because they run the video cameras, they said that they didn't.
Oh! Now you want to know why she want to see those videos. Look.
Have no cameras. But now I came and it was a lady, she said that she heard music. And she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on 11th.
Now look, Mr. Teresa didn't even tell y'all this is employee style that she talking to on the footage. This lady had it wrapped up in her mind. Nobody ain't gonna watch the whole 36-hour footage. So let me tell everybody, I talked to a lady, and she said she did saw my daughter. And this a lady that helped put her daughter in a trash bag. And this lady had the nerve to be on the radio stage telling me, what you think about the plastic bags on her nail? Just tell the truth. Look how Miss Teresa caught up. Look, the lady is so dumb. And the people that coach her should have never told her, don't mention nothing about the timestamp. Because remember, you don't supposed to know nothing. You supposed to be a grieving mother. But the bitch, goddamn it, telling everything. Trying to lie. Look. Look how this 911 call sound like. Check this out. Look at it like this here. Look how this 911 call from the sound like when you figured it out, like, okay, Bree the one that left the house 11:30. Bree is the one Miss Teresa keeping up with because she got her keys and she got her car and she gonna be on Bree ad because she don't want Bree to get pulled over or none of this shit, right? So boom, they get to the hotel around about 8, 9. Check this out. 8, 9. Think about this. This why Kenneka watch saying around about 9 o'clock. So think about this watch at 9 o'clock on September the 8th. This watch on September the 8th at 9 some. And listen to this shit again and Miss Teresa wonder.
And it was someone came to the room and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys. But that's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone.
All right, well then, you know what? Are you sure you don't mean the Crown Plaza in Rosemont?
Yes, yes it is. I'm sorry, the Crown Plaza in Rosemont.
That's why he had to straighten up on it.
Rosemont, that's exactly where it's at. I'm
okay,
so sorry.
No, it's okay. And have you and you said you spoke with the
front desk? I'm sitting outside right in front of the hotel in their parking lot right now.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, this is a different set. This is a different
That's why she said no. This is a different set. Just told on the set. What you mean? You just told on your set. Yeah. Nobody want to sing this. Watch this.
I'm sorry. It's a new shift, and they said that they haven't seen it. Well, of course they wouldn't have seen it because this is like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I just seen it. She was here because I just stopped.
That's why she said that. Cause look, where you think Miss Teresa gonna be at 3, 4 in the morning at this hotel? You see what I'm saying? Do this hit different if it's proven Miss Teresa at this hotel right now and they finna go down there and meet with the police and Miss Teresa and them?
It's a different set. This is a different
You spoke with the
front desk. I'm sitting outside right in front of the hotel in their parking lot right now.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, this is a different set. This is a different I'm sorry, it's a new shift, and they said that they haven't seen it. Well, of course they wouldn't have seen it because this is like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I just seen it. She was here because I just found the ticket where they entered this hotel. It was at 1:36 p.m. So hold on, this is not her ticket because this is on the 6th.
Always in the area of interest.
On the 6th.
She supposed to read the pocket ticket that's on the night. Bree. Think about Bree gonna be the last one in the car, right? She just read the wrong party ticket. See what I'm saying? So look, hold up. Watch this.
Okay, and well, you know what, real quick, I'm just gonna see if maybe I'm gonna see if maybe she was here at all. What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Kenneka Jenkins.
All right, and can you spell her?
The room wasn't registering her name. She came with some friends here.
No, yeah, I just want to verify. I'm about to say I actually just came in myself. Probably been on shift for about 45 minutes, so I just want to make sure that, you know, maybe she didn't get arrested and sent on her. You know what I mean? I just want to double check everything. But
okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. But it doesn't look like we had any run-ins with her last night at all. Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or, you know, she's probably...
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for nobody.
See that? Here we go about the car. Now you see why she got so much to talk about when it comes to this car. Check this out. Why did?
My car. No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for nobody, no one besides her. And her friends kept calling my phone. I told them.
See that? She just told on herself, bro. She knew Bree was driving the car. That's why she did all of this in the 911 call. Every lie she told, it come back on her. How she get the keys? Look how we proved that Bree got the keys. You gave it to her, Miss Teresa, to leave your house. Kenneka was already at the hotel. They left the hotel and came back to get you. You see what I'm saying? And then look, when you showed up at Tucson, because you was already calling the hotel at Tucson. So at Tucson, when you were calling the hotel, French Cave is on the footage, leaving the lobby and goddamn it, missing for 30 minutes. So when he was missing for 30 minutes, everybody missed for 30 minutes and everybody showed up at the footage right around 3-some. So right around 3-some, she gonna be with her cousin them, Miss Teresa family members, in the 911 call. You cannot say this no more about people in the room. You might well say people in the room is the family. So everybody in the room is family. This is what everybody need to be really pressing. Instead of these people at the party, this is a family gathering with family. Proven through the police report. At 3-some, listen to what they saying at 3-some. Smacks. He got the same pocket ticket what Mr. Teresa got. Look. Boom. They telling you the reason why they gonna be up there is looking for Kenneka. But the whole time, if you look at the setup, this is clearly showing me they just concerned about Kenneka keys and the phone. She already deceased. They ain't even worried about Kenneka body. This is even not about no missing person at this point. It's about give me those goddamn keys, Bree. Give me the phone, Irene. Boom, and let's clean all this shit up. You see what I'm saying? This is the only thing these people want. They want the keys, the phone, and Mitch Teresa want to know what's on the fucking footage. Everything that could cover they fucking trail. No, Mitch Teresa got everybody believe. Yes, they want to sing around about this. Now you see why this 911 call hit real different. She mentioning everything.
They called me like about 3-some in the morning. I was laying in bed.
3-some in the morning.
had breast surgery. I fought beat breast cancer, so I'm, sedated off medication early, and they telling me she out here. So once I rejuvenated, to strengthen up myself enough to get up and drive out here to look for her. Once they brought me my car, I came right out here, and I came to the hotel, and I showed them a picture of her, and I asked them did they see it, and it was a lady in the lobby, and she heard me asking at the front desk, and she said it was music. She did hear music. She called the one downstairs to report the room, and come to find out it was the people next door. And when we knocked on the door, that person said that she did see my daughter downstairs it was like 4 of them, and it was 4 of them. And
What? Downstairs at what time? Stop it.
All right.
Where they going? Where Miss Teresa and them at? And where the housekeeping lady at? Payal, that's where they going. And Bree on the phone. So if Bree on that phone, she talking to Miss Teresa.
Let's pause that. Now Shamaya went
See
to
that?
that area where those rooms are, but she's not gonna have time enough to go in any of those rooms. She's gonna bark right back out. But let's get the East Bar entrance in real quick.
So Miss, this is to show you proof Miss Teresa knew what was on the footage. That's why she tell y'all, yeah, look, they did see my daughter downstairs with a group of girls. This is gonna be right up in Andrew Holmes at 3:20. Look, at 3:20, they were probably gonna make it look like that's when they were leaving, and they left her behind. You see this shit? At 3:20, Andrew Holmes said, what? They just exposed Andrew Holmes and Miss Teresa, and once upon a time, they were finna tell the same narrative. You see what I'm saying? Look, Andrew Holmes. Andrew Holmes. He should have never said nothing about 3:20.
Trying to find her way back to the lobby. As she continued down the path,
and she went to the bathroom and everything.
Yeah, she went.
What's some of the doors she did go in?
One of the doors she went in was the men's washroom. That door pushed open. She came right back out. She pushed in, came right back out. She went inside another door. She came right back out. She was checking doors.
So all he finna do is tell you that narrative to get Miss Teresa out of this shit. Listen to this shit.
To see, to me, how she can get back upstairs. So she went down toward this unsecured area that she went, and the camera shows it, and it shows where she went. When she went in, the doors were...
So now look, do this look like they leaving Kenneka behind? The narrative they wanted to give us in the beginning. This is finna make it look like they were finna leave at 3:20. You see what I'm saying? So this finna make it look like they were finna leave. They left her in the lobby, and Kenneka went on the elevator and went downstairs and got lost. That was the original story they wanted to come out with, bro. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Make it look like, boom, we finna get ready to go. All right, let's get ready and go. Kenneka in the lobby, shortly behind them, and can't keep up and jumping on the elevator talking about, I'm going to the lower level. Check this out. Listen to his narrative and watch the footage. Only thing he finna do is cover up for Mitch Richard. That's where they going. If you put this in your mind, they just finna meet up with the police officer. This all they doing. They meeting up with a police officer and Miss Teresa down here. Not what they was telling everybody. They searching for her and Kenneka in the freezer. You see what I'm saying? Cause check this out. If you go to this footage, hold on. To the kitchen footage, and round about this time, you got the police in there. Guess who they preparing for? These bastards. I mean, why would like the men's bathroom? What would like the men's bathroom would do anything? If you got a whole goddamn setup with organizers and all of this, that's the last thing you want to lock is the bathroom. You want people to go in so you can lock them in. You see what I'm saying? They want to do another goddamn. He's a part of it. What difference would it make? You see what I'm saying? Look. Get this through y'all head, bro. Check this out. If you listen to Miss Teresa 911 call, guess what she explaining at 3 in the morning? This is what Miss Teresa stating at 3 in the morning. She don't supposed to say none of this shit. What was going on at 3 in the morning. Look.
And she said, my daughter, she was with 3 of her friends, but her 3 friends said, which they, these kids won't tell.
She knew what the footage was going to show. So that's why she said, look, they saw your daughter downstairs. If you listen to Miss Teresa's narrative, she might as well just say, I saw her downstairs too. You see what I'm saying? Instead of talking about the witness, matter of fact, listen to what she about to say, what the witness told her, and exit the witness out. Think about, she is the witness, and this what she saw.
What that? She did see my daughter downstairs with, it was like 4 of them, and it was 4 of them. And she said, my daughter, she was with 3 of her friends, but her 3 friends said, which then, these kids won't tell the truth. They said that they went upstairs to get her cell phone. And when they went to get her cell phone, she was standing in the lobby, in the front lobby. And then when they came back down, she wasn't there anymore.
No, I completely understand.
So look what this is gonna look like. Do this look like, oh yeah, we were finna get ready to go. Look. Right here. We were finna get ready to go. And she went behind us. And soon, since we found out that she went behind us, that's when we got to looking for her in the hotel and everybody got to searching. And when we came back in, look. Oh, you don't know who the witnesses is? I'm finna show it to you. Hold up. I'm gonna show it to you.
East of Jarva entryway.
The one issue we have.
This the same witness Mitch Teresa walking with. The same witness in Crown Plaza. Uniform. Right here in your face. Now you see why she's saying this shit in a 911 call. Why you think she meeting up back with this lady? Think about that. Think about if Miss Teresa already met up with this lady later on, earlier that night. Think about why she met up with that lady back in the morning and explain this all on the 911 call.
That is an issue, but she is an adult. She is 19 years old. And, I mean, as of right now...
she's 19 years old? That's my daughter, she's 19. Her name Kenneka Jenkins, Kenneka.
No, yes. No, I remember that. You told me that she was 19. But what I'm saying is that she, again, she's only been gone for a couple hours. She's, I don't know, maybe she's, she could be somewhere with one of her friends or something, because, I mean, it is only a...
Here we go with the timestamp. Irene video. So look, you finna connect Irene to Bree. Cause Irene related to the family. So Bree, that's why Irene gonna have the phone and Bree gonna have the keys. Boom. 11:46. Boom. That's why Bree gonna look what Bree text message said. Then look who you got showing up. Irene. With the family. Boom. Look, if you knock an hour off this, guess what time this finna come back to? Booyah! Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Look. So she wasn't meeting up. Look, check this out. That means Irene wasn't going to get no Swisher Sweet like she claimed. She finna go meet up with who? Bree. At what time? At what time? Let me know we on the same track here. What time Bree finna be? I'm finna go pop by Kenneka house. She didn't even know she had a donut on it. Then Miss Teresa finna dip in her car, and they all finna head back to Crown Plaza. If you looking at the way I'm looking at it. Boom. Boom. That's why he will be talking to the trans. Then she finna come back in damn near 30 minutes later. Boom. Boo up here. They in a parking garage. So look, if you put Bree text message with this, boom. That's why you don't have no more text messages on Kenneka phone. Not even in Bree phone. Look what will be going on at 12:18. Look how you got people coming in and playing it all cool. That's why you got the trans in there. Cause check this out. What will be going on in the kitchen at 12:19? The beverage manager's gonna go in there and unlock the freezer, right? And that's when the beverage manager's gonna go in there and unlock the freezer. Shit. No wonder why Mitch Teresa winning, bro. Look. So look what will be going on. That's why we see a lot of food delivery. That's why they got all those food deliveries. Oh, man. Check this out. This at 3:34. So check this out. Once you go to 3:34, guess what Bree text going to go by? Round 3:30, then Bree told everybody, I think we all need to go search for her. Oh! Then go back to 3-some in the morning when Mitch Teresa said it did. At 3-some in the morning.
She went to get her cell phone. She was standing in the lobby, in the front lobby. And then when it because my insurance will not pay for it.
All right, well then, you know what? Are you sure you don't mean the Crown Plaza in Rosemont?
Yes, the Crown. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, the Crown Plaza in Rosemont. That's exactly where it's at. I'm
okay,
so sorry.
No, it's okay. And have you and you said you spoke with the
front desk. I'm sitting outside, right in front of the hotel in their parking lot right now.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, this is a different set. This is a different new. I'm sorry, it's a new shift. And they said that they haven't seen it. Well, of course, they wouldn't have seen it because this is like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I just seen it.
Boom! No wonder why they wouldn't have seen it at 3, 4 in the morning. Look, where everybody going to? Look what the footage show at 3 in the morning. They said 3, starting off from right here. They wouldn't have seen it. This another shift. They wouldn't have seen none of this shit. Hi, y'all.
She was here because I just found the ticket where they entered this hotel. It was at 1:36 p.m. Oh, hold on, this is not her ticket because this was on the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th.
Okay, and well, you know, real quick, I'm just gonna see if maybe I'm gonna see if maybe she was here at all. What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Kenneka Jenkins.
All right, and could you spell her?
The room wasn't registering her name. She came with some friends here.
No, and yeah, I just want to verify. I'm about to say I actually just came in myself. Probably been on shift for about 45 minutes, so I just want to make sure that, you know, maybe she didn't get arrested and sent on her. You know what I mean? I just want to double check everything. But
okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. But it doesn't look like we had any run-ins with her last night at all. Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or, you know, she's probably...
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for nobody, no one besides her. And
now look at this video, the same video that Miss Teresa talking about her daughter was downstairs. And look. This is all family members, bruh. This shit finna go back to Bree. Look, right here. Watch how Bree was gonna be on the move. And that's why Miss Teresa had to upload that video, cause at one something, cause that's gonna make Bree look like she's still there at the hotel. So she actually coming up for Bree, cause she don't want everybody to catch Bree up. Because if you catch Bree up, then you will know how she ended up with the keys. You see what I'm saying? So the whole time, Miss Teresa want everybody to believe the only reason why Bree had the keys because they couldn't find Kenneka. But the whole time, she gave her the keys before Kenneka came up missing. So this video got to cover up her part. Now I see why they said I need 5 more other video. Boom. They finna show Bree there in the room. Instead of meeting up with her bald head ass mammy. That would mess everybody up because that's when Bree leaving out that motherfucker. Now look, this at 12. Bree there with the keys in her fucking hand. Have y'all noticed every time y'all see Bree in the body roam the hall, you always see these people too? Whoa, why is she going out this way? Look. Let me go this way. This at 12 some. Keep this in mind. Let Miss Teresa tell you she don't know nothing at this point. Look where you think Bree Bree going to. This at 12:56. She going to the parking garage. 12:56. 4 minutes. It's finna be 1 o'clock in the morning. Watch when Bree Bree come in. She in the rush. It's finna be 1 o'clock. Could keep this in mind, right? This finna be 1 o'clock. Remind y'all, Leonora talking about, yeah, she supposed to enter the hotel at 1:13. At 1:13, shit, Lewis finna happen at 1:13 then. Since this at 12, and this at 12:58, let's see what happened at 12:13 then. Boom! Damn! That mean Bree Bree leaving out that motherfucker in the next 25, 30 minutes. Let's see what's going on. I thought they said Kenneka supposed to be arriving at the hotel at 1:13. What do this look like? What do this look like, gang? At 1:26. Remind y'all, it's a text message on Kenneka phone. I'm ready to go at 1:20. Let's go to Kenneka phone. I'm ready to go. This 6 minutes after this text message. Where the fuck you think Bree Bree going? Where we going? No. Let the news tell it. Hold on. Let the news tell it.
Enjoy that delicious cup of Scooter's coffee. You earned it.
So this at 2:30 then. So if this at 2:30, ain't this the time that Miss Teresa will be calling the hotel about the cameras? Lou will be going on at 2:30. Not at 2:30. They talking about she just left out the room and Monifa took her out in the hallway at 2 some. No. No. Look what will be going on at 2:30. Miss Risa wants you to believe she be leaving out that room at 2 some at the elevator, but nah, look what they will be showing. Bree caught red-handed, bro. With Miss Risa keys, and then they exposed Miss Risa. Look. 2 some. That's why Miss Teresa had to upload a video at 2 some. Because she didn't want y'all to put this together at 2 some. Because what it would look like if you showing Bree coming in at 2 some and you telling everybody she come missing at 2 some. Now this at 3. If Miss Teresa on the 911 call was like, yeah, they were kicking them out at the hotel around 3 something in the morning, and then she telling everybody, no, they want to seen it because it was like around 3, 4, and it was 3, 4 in the morning. This another shift. Hi, y'all. So now y'all know where they going. These people finna go meet up with Miss Teresa and the other family downstairs at 3 something. This finna be right at 3. This when Miss Teresa and the family finna get into it with the police officer. If they said they were finna get into it with the police, who will be getting into it with the police? And look where they heading to. Family members, bruh. Now look what the news finna show y'all here. Look what this showing exactly going on 3 o'clock. And look what they showing y'all this year. Boom. No wonder why they had to switch all this timestamp up to cover up for this shit. Then they laughing about it. $2.26 in the beginning. Now look, $2.26 in the beginning. Since they showed that 226 in the beginning, look how really bad they fucked up. They had to check this out. Look how it caught Bree back up again. You see what I'm saying? Come on, bro. They couldn't get around Bree. 226, 226. That's why they were like, well, you can't show Bree leaving and Kenneka getting off on the elevator because they're going to make it look like she was on the same elevator with Bree as they were leaving. $226, she walked to watch this. Watch how the news so stupid. Cause when Bree come back in the hotel at threesome, look, Bree back in the hotel. So how they gonna show Kenneka roaming her twosome and then show her threesome and her coming in? They couldn't even shake Bree away from Kenneka with those car keys in the phone. Cause when you gotta think about it, look, bruh, you don't supposed to have the car keys in the phone, and next thing you know, they trying to get you out the same camera frame as Kenneka. Then look how everybody started following suit, editing the timestamp out, one showing the timestamp. Boom, no wonder why everything missed. Now they had to switch it to 3. Boom, because if you look at it like this here, if they show Kenneka roam the hall for 7 minutes, that means on every camera for 7 minutes, that means Bree left out and came back in. Couple of minutes after that. You see what I'm saying? That means Bree, come on, bruh. But yeah, gang, check this out. This finna be a part 2, cause I just want to prove, and so everybody can have an answer. How did Bree get the keys? Bree been had the keys. They came back to the hotel without Kenneka, because Kenneka was still at the hotel. They left Kenneka at that hotel and came back to that hotel, bro. And then look, and check this out. You want to know what's the cold part about this? Because this the plot twist. Now this finna be the plot twist. That Miss Teresa slipped up and said, she died in the hospital. Now look. Hold on. So when you go back to the footage, when the ambulance came up there, is that when they brought Kenneka back from the hospital? Mm-hmm. Something to think about. Because at some point in time, when they were doing this harvesting, they got to be in the hospital. Boom, boom, boom. If it's downstairs or wherever it's at, you still got to bring her back to the hotel because you don't want nobody to know where she actually died. But until then, gang, y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll be back. Check ain't love y'all, man. Y'all be cool and y'all be safe. Appreciate the pal y'all gang. Appreciate the new subscriber. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, buddy. And we're gonna do this early in the morning. I might go live in the morning. Probably hit y'all midnight. I don't know. You know, depends on how my day go. Let me read chat before I get out of here. Hi, y'all, Jack. So yeah, until then, gang, we'll be back. Trey, I love y'all, man, and we'll be back